Hello plant community, and thanks for tuning in this channel. My name is Pam, and today you guys I have a massive plant haul. So if this is something that you're into, you like these type of videos, show your girl a little bit of support by subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, and the like and the share. Okay, so this might be a very long one, so get yourself a tasty beverage or a tasty snack and just stay tuned. Okay, so I do have a lot of plants to show you guys, but before I start showing these plants to you, I want to encourage and let you know, full disclosure, I did not buy all of these plants at the same time. I was purchasing a couple of plants here, a couple of plants there, and I was just placing them in my home, but I never really got a chance to show you guys these plants, these newly acquired plants that I added to my collection. So I'm sharing that tidbit with you is because I want to encourage you guys to spend responsibly. It can be a little challenging and a little hard sometimes as plant parents when we just see that beautiful plant and we have to have it. But usually I try to plan for my plant purchases, if that makes any sense. So let's just jump right in. Let me show you this first one that these plants I've probably had, honestly, between one, maybe not almost 2 months, but between 1 month and less than 2. Okay, so to give you any perspective, but this right here is my Dorakii cross with silver blush, you guys, and oh my goodness, this is an anthurium. I had to get this plant. I love it. Look at that. Beautiful silver veination. I got it at a decent price because it was a little scarred right here, but you know, minor imperfections, and who cares about that? It adds character to the plant, as I always be saying. So yeah, I really love this plant. Also, too, you guys, comment and let me know, out of the ones that I'm showing today, which plants you really like, or which plant may be actually on your list. There's a different variety, so I'm going to try to probably start with the Hoyas to get them out of the way. This one right here is the Hoya Coronaria. Yeah, Coronaria Pink, and I believe, look at this, I got it in this right now, but and I wrapped it around this makeshift trellis because her vines was growing. But even though I wrapped it, she's still growing. But I really love these beautiful leaves, you guys. And I'm assuming that it's called pink because I believe they produce beautiful pink flowers. And I think I purchased this from the Green Escape. And I put her in spag because I wanted to take my time with this and reestablish or get a very good healthy root system before I actually pot her up. And so I'm just taking my time with this one, and we're just going to see where it goes. But yeah, the Coronaria Pink. I'm not quite sure if I showed you guys these two particular Hoyas. I may have. I just honestly don't remember showing these. You guys know I love Hoya Bella. I have the Hoya Bella inner variegated that's been growing beautifully in my home. I believe I shared with you at one particular time the bloom that Hoya produced. Very beautiful specimen. So I wanted to get the other ones, which was the regular Hoya Bella as well as the outer variegated one. And so I was able to come across them, thankfully. And this is the all green variety of the Hoya Bella. And I have to say, I haven't had her long, but she does grow a little bit faster, I think, than the inner variegated one. Again, when I brought her, the vines was probably a little about here. And now all these vines is just growing pretty good. So she looks pretty full at the top. I do want to chop her though a little bit and maybe either propagate her in here, but my goal is to actually have a little bit of an arrangement where I can have all three varieties together. I feel like putting them together would make it beautiful, but of course these are also going to be grown individually as well. I also was fortunate to finally come across the outer variegated one. I don't know what is going on, but it was hard for me to find this, but I'm glad I got it, you guys. I love it. It's pretty good size. I think I got this from Green Escape too. I can't really, yeah, I believe I did. But I just love it. It's just so beautiful. So it's going to be very interesting for me to actually see the differences between all three. If I'm able to, I really love trying to get multiple different types of the same plant, or different varieties of the same plant, just so I can document and take a look at the growth pattern and habits, and to see if their need requirements differ in any way. So far, from what I can tell, the need requirements seem to be pretty much similar to, let it slightly dry out. They like that bright and direct light, and yeah, so we'll see. Now, it's something I'm going to show you guys. One of the growers that I brought some plants from was on Palm Street. And they have like this fun thing where you can buy like mystery plants at different prices. So I was able to buy like a mystery $3 plant that they categorize as being ugly. But honestly, I didn't see any imperfections in the plant when I received it. It's just a very tiny, small specimen. But I thought that would be fun. I also came across a $20 mystery plant, and I brought a $5 mystery plant and then a $10 mystery plant. These was all at different times, you guys, but I wanted to I like that because maybe I'll get something different. Maybe I'll get introduced to something that I probably wouldn't have brought on my own. So that was the reason why I kind of like went that route. So I'm going to show you guys those plants that I received. My first one, this was the $3 supposedly ugly mystery plant, and this is my Sagillatus, what's that, Barino, and I already have the Sagillatus, and honestly I probably would have never brought this, because I already have like the elongated leaves. I think the difference between the two is that these leaves are wider and fatter. So this will be really cool and interesting to grow, but for $3, and they labeled it as a rehab plant, and literally I received it just like this. So it's nothing really to rehab. It's just the fun of plant growing. And so, yeah, I mean, hey, $3, you really can't beat it. Now this other one, you guys, I may need your assistance because I don't know what plant this is. This was a $5, the $5 mystery plant. But this particular grower, they don't give you name tags. So that's the only downfall with it. So I don't really know which Hoya variety it is. And let me show you real quick. And I was hoping you guys out there could actually help me. And I'll share with you my thoughts, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is the Hoya that I received. That was the mystery plant. I almost feel like it could be a Hoya pachaclata, but I'm not really sure. I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and I'm saying that because let me show you. I have a Hoya pachaclata that's growing very well for me, and I mean it almost looks similar, but it has subtle differences in my opinion, and it's those subtle differences that make me question whether or not if this is the pachaclata, because my pachaclata, the leaves look a little bit more oval shape, at least this one, unless they come differently, but this one is a little bit more narrow, a little bit, if y'all can see the slight difference. So comment below and let me know what your thoughts is on this, because I wanted to create a label for her, but I just don't know which Hoya it is. But I'll have fun growing her nonetheless. This next one is actually the $10. This was the this was the $10 mystery plant, which is a treat for me because this plant I probably would have never brought it because I felt a little intimidated by it because I don't have enough information on it. So this will give me an opportunity to actually learn about this plant, and hopefully if I'm successful, keep my fingers crossed. But this is so beautiful in person. I've never even actually seen it in person, but the jewel orchid, you guys. And I said, oh, this is such a treat, a fun treat Isn't that beautiful? You know how I love the red or burgundy colored leaves, and that veination on there is absolutely gorgeous. So I've been trying to read up a little bit on this plant. I'm just letting her, I'm paying attention to what she's growing in. It looks like there's not very much aeration in the soil, which could be just a grower's choice type of situation to get the roots going. But I'm not taking her out of here. I'm just going to monitor her and see how well she does. Yeah, there's no roots coming out the pot. So, and I don't know, it looks like, are they crawlers? Or that's just how their pattern, they grow into that swoop shape. I'm not sure. Please share, you guys, if you are like a grower of this, if you have any tips or any recommendation of how I can ensure that she thrives under my care, I would appreciate that. This last one, you guys, was a treat, I would say. Really a secretive surprise. I kind of already have this plant, but I still love this plant. And this was my $20 mystery plant, and it was the Hoya Crimson Queen. And I have a Crimson Queen. Y'all know I have this plant. It blooms for me vigorously. It's actually on my Hoya wall. But I really appreciate this plant because this one has the darker leaves. And if y'all been watching me for some time, I've been wanting the Hoya, either the Queen or the Princess with the darker leaves. And for some reason, I can't find them. That particular one is hard to find. So the one that I have growing outside on my Hoya wall is a little bit like more of a pale green, but I really wanted one that had the darker green leaves. And I mean, and she looks pretty good with growing. You know, I feel confident that I will be able to grow her because I think I do pretty well with the majority of my Hoyas. But guys, look at that. Oh my goodness. I was like, I was so happy when I realized her leaves were dark. So that was really a fun one for me, and I'm really excited about seeing if I can grow her. Okay, so we're going to jump over, get off this Hoya for a little bit. Guys, I had to get this one again. Y'all know I had her at first. I did some crazy things to it, and I reaped what I sowed with that plant. That plant died. It died, and I tried my best to revive her, and even my attempts just was not successful. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to start all over again. I came across this good deal for this plant, and she was even fuller than the first one that I brought. So wish me luck, you guys. This is the Alicasia scalprum. Guys, I can't remember what I paid for the plant. Usually if you hear me throw out prices, it's more or less based upon the deal that I feel that I got with the plant. Yeah, I can't really remember all the prices, but I did want to share this. I got this plant for $25, you guys. And I was like, what? Look how full it is. And since I've had her, she did grow this leaf. And this leaf is another one that's unfurled. I think it hardened off, but this is the newest leaf. I mean, she is just full. So, you know, I was super excited because when I brought mine here, actually here, it was like a 2-leafer. So, and this plant it's 2 plants in the pot, but it looks like it's multiple leaves per plant. So shoot, I'm not mad at it, and I just hope that I am successful. One thing I'm not doing, I'm not changing anything she got going on. She looks like she's grown in some kind of cocoa peat type of situation. I'm leaving her as be. She's beautiful, she's full. I don't want to do anything to disturb it. I believe that's my lesson that I learned from the first one that I purchased and killed. So this one right here, next one, you guys, is another Alicasia. I had this plant in the very beginning of my plant journey. I don't know where I went wrong with the plant, but she died a quick death. I feel like I've been doing pretty good with with the majority of my Alacasias. I have a better understanding of what their need requirements. So I wanted to try her again. And also, I think this plant was probably like 15 bucks. I said, why not, right? And that is my Alicasia Silver Dragon. I just love it. You know, I have the dragon scale. I had to get the silver dragon to go along with it. I just love, of course, cannot deny the beautiful backs of that red veination, but I really love, it's almost like the reverse of the dragon scale. Here you see all that beautiful silver with the dark green veination, where with the dragon scale you'll see a lot of the dark green veination and maybe the subtle hint of a lighter silver tone where it looks like the spotlight is being shined on the plant. So this one is very beautiful, very full. It is just one plant, but as you can see, it has multiple leaves on here, at least 6. So wish me luck there. I feel confident that I will be able to grow her. My next one, you guys, I just actually acquired her only a couple of days ago. I went to Home Depot to actually get an extension cord. An extension cord for this room because I kind of like move some things around. That's why you see my other seating chair here, kind of like, and I like what I did. And maybe would y'all be interested in me actually showing y'all the subtle changes that I did in the room? Comment and let me know, and you know, I can do a video. But anyway, every time I go to Home Depot, you just never know. Whenever I get something, I always tend to stop by in the plant collection. And you guys already know my thoughts and views on the big box stores in my area. They really don't sell good quality plants. But lately, this growing season, I've noticed that Home Depot, which is only the one I go to is probably like 5 minutes away from my home, has really been doing some good quality plants. And I came across this one, you guys, and I had to try my hand with it. This is the Pepperomia Caparata, the Burgundy Ripple, you guys. And now, granted, Pepperomia Hope behind me, I grow her very well. I have my raindrop Pepperomia is doing good. I believe I have one more other Pepperomia, which I had before. It was the Pedolata. I killed her before, but this one seems to be doing good. So I feel a little bit confident. Maybe it dipped my toes a little bit into the Pepperomia world in regards to this particular one. It was the only one that they had. Guys, if you look at the color, it looked very happy. Look at all of the flowers. They're not very showy, but these are flowers nonetheless. It let me know that she was happy. She's growing in some kind of like a very peat moss thing, which I am leaving her be. She wasn't outside in Home Depot. She was like inside the store. So it kind of gave me a feel that she does very well being grown in ambient lighting. She doesn't need that very intense lighting. So I feel like I'm hoping I'll be able to keep her alive. I'm really not traditionally successful with these types of plants. But guys, this plant was $4.98. Look at that. $4.98. I had to at least try it, you know, and I said, you know, $5 is worth me trying. And even if it's not successful, I paid for a planty lesson nonetheless. That's the way I'm looking at it. But guys, look at it. And I just love that. And then the stems is just so pink. And I had this planter and I just knew this, for some reason, this pot would fit. And it's just a perfect fit. And oh man, I'm enjoying her so far, and I've only had her for a couple of days, so wish me luck there. Okay, so this next one, you guys, I've been really into Ripsalises lately. I'm loving them. You know, as I grow my collection, I'm looking into things of how to put subtle differences in my collection, how to just textures, shapes, and things like that. I'm really into it, and so Ripsalises has really been drawing my eye. They are really a hidden gem I would say in the plant world where we are not really talking much about it. But anyway, I added another one to my collection, and this is the, what is this? This is the Ripalis Harita, but AKA is the rat tail one. Another cash pole I found that happened to fit perfectly in the pot, and I just love it, man. It reminds me of my mistletoe cactus a little bit, except for it's way thicker, and of course it's just these thick yet just straight I guess leaves or stems or whatever, and I'm just super hopeful that she will grow nicely, and if I can just get her to trail, overlap and trail, this would be just like a really fun one. And I don't know, I love it. I love it. These next two, you guys, I can't believe I did buy philodendrons. Can you believe that? So that would be actually fun and interesting. These two, I've been always on the fence as far as whether or not getting it. I don't know why, honestly. Well, this first one, I would say I was on the fence as far as getting, but because I don't really hear anybody talk that much about this particular one, or if they did, it was years ago and now it's kind of fizzled out a little bit. But I wanted to try my hand in it, and it is the Filidandrin Rigosum, aka the pigskin. And guys, would you look at that? It's so freaking pretty. And I think what drew me to actually getting this plant is because it's thick, you guys. And look at you see that? If you don't have one, it feels like skin. It really does feel like a pig's skin. But it's thick, you guys, and I like the fact that it's kind of like a heart leaf almost, with the white outer outline. It's a very beautiful plant. This is just one plant, as you can see, that's grown multiple stems, and it's growing this one out, which is crazy because it's like, I guess it's really light, and then I guess it'll get darker as it matures. This lower leaf, of course, you guys, I guess as it get acclimated to my home, it just turned yellow. From what I can see, it's in a very airy mix. There are roots coming out of the top of the pot, but in my personal opinion, it is not root bound. So I'm really not going to do anything with her. I'm just going to study her and see if she actually likes growing in that environment. Now this next one, you guys, I really wanted to get her, but I was kind of waiting for the price to go down. And I just wanted to get her just so I can try to grow her mainly for the color. And that is, guys, I had to actually go and see and try to remember the name of this plant. I couldn't believe I forgot the name of the plant. So disrespectful I am. But anyway, this is the Filidandrin Jose Bueno. My goodness, I couldn't believe I couldn't remember. But guys, look. This is the newest leaf that just came. Now, of course, I'm just admiring for what it is. I know it's not going to last long. But it got that little like birthmark of the light green. But in the midst, when this one unfurled, this one just was already connecting and already popped out. So I just want to see if I'm able to grow her. Especially since I have the Paraiso Verde, you got to work so hard to even bring out the variegation. This one seems like it's a little bit more stable in its variegation, so I don't know if I'm going to put her on a pole. She's got this going on. I may just, not put her on like a moss pole, but maybe one of my cocoa coir vine things, just to give her support. I'm not really into, I guess, getting her leaves to get bigger. If they get bigger, I'm hoping that it does, similar to, I'm looking at my Paraiso Verde right now, is actually outside. So, and her leaves sized up, and I didn't have her on anything. So, outside of the cocoa coir pole. So I'm hoping maybe she'll do the same. I don't know. I only had her for maybe a week or so. So I'm letting her get acclimated in the space first. And yeah, let me just sit her back right here. I don't know what I was looking for. Okay, so I have a couple of more. Oh, let me go back now. I'm going back to the Hoya I've been eyeing this plant for a while. I just haven't been able to come across a price that I was willing to pay for it. I initially saw it on Etsy. Etsy growers were selling it a little bit higher than I was willing to do for the size of plant. But I was fortunate enough to actually come across this Hoya on Palm Street. And this is the Hoya Archboldiana. And guys, the leaf shape, but the dark, would you look at that? It's on only just this one vine and it has 3 leaves only, but it was affordable for me. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but it was an affordable price. And I really love the dark. You see, I'm getting into darker shades of greens. I have a lot of lime greens, but I want to have a plethora, a sea of greens of different shades and hues. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I just really love this. I hope that I can get her to grow or become a vigorous grower. She's in a very chunky mix. It looks like a lot of cocoa chips, which is very good. I'm finding out to be very good for growing your Hoyas. Let me know if y'all have this one, Archboldiana, and let me know how well she's growing for you. This other Hoya, you guys, she was on my Hoya wish list, and I'm glad I waited because this plant was pricey again on Etsy. I do a lot of my plant purchases on Etsy, but this Palm Street, you guys, if you haven't been on Palm Street and you're thinking about going on Palm Street, let me tell you, prepare yourself. The temptations are out there. There's just a plethora of good quality growers that's growing things at reasonable prices here and there, and it is just can be very deadly if you don't have some form of self-control. But I'm glad I found her, and I didn't pay a lot for her, and I'm so glad I waited. This is my Hoya Choke. You guys, I've been wanting this plant, oh my goodness, for at least a year. Oh my goodness. And you're like, dang, Pam, what's so special about this plant? I love and appreciate foliage, you guys. Cannot deny it at all. I just love and you know how I feel about my tiny leaf plants, and that's what I'm really drawn into. Her leaves are nice and dark. It kind of almost reminds me of a Diptera, just a smaller version and also darker version, because my Hoya Diptera is more of like a regular green, almost playing around being a light green color. So this right here, oh my goodness, I picture the future with this plant, just having her lusciousness just trailing over. Oh my goodness, this is a very rewarding plant. She's super full up at the top. You guys, I didn't pay a whole lot of money for her, and right now currently I have her growing in my bedroom, and she's been enjoying the environment because I have noticed that since I had her in there, she became a little bit more alive, and she's actually pushed out this vine in such a short period of time. So I'm super excited that maybe towards the end of the growing season, maybe you can see a different side of her, a different type of size for her. I don't know, but wish me well. Oh man, look at that. I love that foliage, you guys. Okay, I have 2 more plants. This one, you guys, help me out with the name because it was sold to me as Inksplash, but I feel like it's called something else. And this is just the Syngonium Inksplash. And I've been getting into pink a lot lately as well. Y'all know I have my Neon Robusta. I have the Milk Confetti. But this one to me just looked like a beautiful mixture of pink and green. Almost, you know, like cosmic a little bit with the splashes. And this was very inexpensive. It's a 1 vine, which I'm fine with that. My goal with this plant, you guys, is I'm hoping that I'll be able to grow her out full like my Syngonium albo. And let me just show you my Syngonium albo real quick. I've had her for a year. It's been a year and a half now. And this is what my Syngonium albo looks like. And when I purchased her a year and a half ago, she honestly did look just like this. She was just a 1 plant with just a couple of leaves. And this one, she has been like a fast grower for me. You see that? Multiple vines. She's been a fast grower, and so Because of that, I was able to chop her and prop her multiple times within the time that I've had her. And now I literally have about a good 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 plants in here. And so I'm only showing you guys this plant because that is my goal that I have with this one. I really would love, could you imagine a big full one just looking like my elbow? So if I'm able to pull it off, and really, and honestly, in order for me to pull it off, it really depends or falls on this girly here. I don't know if she's going to be a fast grower, if she's going to be a slow grower, enough to give me an opportunity where I can chop and prop. Also, too, I'm not 100% sure whether or not if she's a fast propagator. What I've noticed with my Syngonium elbow is that she roots very quickly in water, seem like in a matter of days, and if you wait, give it 2 weeks, you'll have a nice, good, healthy root system where you're able to put her back into the pot. So I'm just going to leave it up to her as far as whether or not if I'm able to get a nice big specimen of this plant within a year's time. So yeah, like I said, it was sold to me as an ink splash, but I feel like it's called something else. If you guys know the actual name, please comment below and let me know. The grower did actually say ink splash in quotations unidentified, so they may have not been sure of themselves as far as the variety that it is, but all I know is it was beautiful. It was a very reasonable price, and I said I wanted to try my hand in growing her. Now, my last plant, you guys, that I'm showing you, I am so happy I got this plant. Okay, first of all, y'all know that I love my skin Dapsis. I love it with a passion. All the varieties that I've had and what's going on. You know, I still want the Skin Dapsis tricolor. Still haven't been able to get that one yet. I've been having an eye on it, but price got to still come down a little bit for me to be intrigued enough to try. But in the midst of that, a lot of other different varieties that I'm coming across is just coming out, like the Pison and other type of varieties. But anyway, guys, I'm glad I was able to get this one. This is the variegated Jade Skin Dapsis, you guys. I put her already on this cocoa core pole, you guys. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? That variegation of, oh my goodness. It is gorgeous. And so I said, you know what? I wasn't going to have her. It's just one vine, one long vine. Now I kind of don't want to, you guys. I could chop her up. I'm too scared to chop her up right now. Since I've had her though, she's given me these 3 leaves right here. 1, 2, and 3. So I love how it's different pattern no matter what leaf. So this is going to really be a fun one. I was thinking about actually just wrapping her around and seeing if she can get full that way. It's not about sizing up. You know, I have my Jade Skin Dapsis that's growing on I have her wrapped around this wooden stake, and she's, I want to say my height, probably taller if I was to actually unwrap her, because I actually grew her up and now I'm growing her down the actual pole. So she's taller than me now. And I'm hoping that I can get a nice little tree-like thing going on with her too. But guys, she is, oh my gosh, would you look at that? One of my favorites. I'm so glad I got this in my collection, you guys. Yeah, so that pretty much ends this video, you guys. Let me know which one is your favorite out of the selection. There's different selections. You see, I'm pushing myself a little bit away from the Hoyas, even though I'm still in the Hoya arena. But I'm getting excited about these other type of plants. As I start curating my collection, I really want to strategically have different structures and types. Yeah, so I don't know what the future is going to bring in regards to all these plants I got, but I'm still going to love and appreciate each and every last one of them as much as I appreciate you guys for hanging out and chilling and watching this video. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel. If you have not, why are you procrastinating? Just go ahead and do it. It's free. Also, push those thumbs up, 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 and up, you guys. I'm counting on you. Push those thumbs up. It's been helping my channel. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. I'm working really hard, just trying to grow this plant community, just trying to spread the word. If you really like the vibe here and you feel like someone you know would benefit from watching these videos, please share. You know, hit that like button. Let YouTube know that this is one of the spots to be. And, you know, I appreciate everything. I love talking to y'all. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.